us.
For us.
Then we'll end up with what? We'll end up with what?
This franchise.
Honorable members, order. Honorable members, order.
So that we will not this infrastructure. A means of identification, we will end up disenfranchising most of our people. Disenfranchising most of our people. Mr. Speaker. And so for us,
then we'll end up with what? We'll end up with what?
This franchise.
Honorable members, order. Honorable members, order.
So that we will not this infrastructure.
Now, Embassy B, Embassy car, Embassy Bay. Brazil embassy to Ghana. Brazil embassy to Brazil. Brazil embassy to Ghana.
Ambassador to Ghana.
Brazil embassy to Ghana. France embassy to Ghana. French ambassador. French ambassador report to Hono. Grandma send the message. I catch them and say, and that's an tie.
Your ambassador to, but you need embassy to
ambassador to Ghana. France embassy, France ambassador to Ghana.
The platform, Apramen and Yapani Pompeiso. The platform, the Cardinal Nana Yaukesi, Son Sonchi, Ason Senchie, and in Senchia, a call Batako Bramai and Sinukoso, Atwa Petiaman Timfi, a Sansa Crocotiaco, the platform Suni, as is in Konya Sisia Ja Amatran Konya Trenufua, Brana Yaukesi, the Cardinal Tiajamu, our peace, 104.3 FM so. The platform, Odoso Puro, Adi Doso and Sempudium, Amanyosam, Abrabomunsam, Asitremunsam, and Yamansa who was on some. And it's a wood will be idea. And in this year, Naya Cassie, the Cardinal, one in a poundful. Our the platform to be so. Wo peace 104.3 FM. A Jordan Ukweda Numre Biada, a free no or Chokopim Nondu. The platform, our peace FM. And somewhere is here, the Abba, the Acro, and the Yatian, the Ehu, Ninyan, and new dinner apreto. And in a Sombina Yansia, Nabanuswa, Emia, the platform, China Wajunibi, Ghana, Yamai Ghana.
Batana, Yamiesha no da. Wamanu near my penny nala, now I'm no door. Eyasa se batana, enter open. Egia hope any, Navy Cavias Yasubia. India Seminole said, yes, I'm gonna ye. Anya Sapa, that in Chirima, never be way for. Winia, so baby, Wapwakana. Nagana Bayo, Ayo, Criminal, so baby.
for Mamunyana Jo. Nongotri Apemwa Nessa. Peace 104.3 FM Suni. Abraso say Yadi Jumadi FM the platform Ebrewo. When him said the platform Jumadi Juada any ukwe de bi abra no tweka sebono akọ na wie ye na yede Ebrewo. Ye frame nana ya kese obetimi aframe the Cardinal Isaac Odro, Patricia Sifa Fisher, Emmanuel Etiemo Gobe, Prince Bafo Asamoah La Paz Shoe, and Elizabeth Ejin, and Samuel Apia Omona Shishe, and Medihu Chairman. We are wild to make Canubia so memoajo. Edward Sepa say Odi FDN Ato Peace 104.3 FM na UTH Media, your friend of the platform.
So bring me baby, Abwagana. Nakana beyo, eyo ifemeni waro. So rebe kabi, abwagana. Nakana beyo, eyo.
Ene ya sebi awonte ya ewie nwumre mu hoya na Electoral Commission of Ghana efre press conference. Na among other things no, omo say omo de ade said to Ghana Police Service enim. Hey, dan bare ti o nka no kra obeche no wakoka no. Na omade sire omade to oma police service animo ne say omampenda da John Dramani Mahama wakeka nsem bi e the fa 2020 general elections no ho na omo adwene mu no e ho behia say ye be from omampenda da John Mahama na ye bisa ne nsem de afa ho na deputy EC chair in charge of corporate affairs Dr. Eric Bosman Asare wono na wose Sanso mo mpenda da John Dramani Mahama wakeka no de di kan enye nokre ena esanse enye nokre no no eka de aya asema kam na to nipa asomti no onu susu se owo ho adanse na owo ho adanse so a onfemra na aye nyina so enka asem o se mpenda da John Dramani Mahama ka ba ko se aba eto na anu yi ba bi de Emani ya to be 1 million bi edi gum ema mampani Akufo-Addo eno kan obi na odi nkonim sa asem ni say Dr. Bosman Asare say nya asem a ye tra ho eye na hwe ha ema no koda bi nya sa asem ni bi ni ye hwe sa asem wo nyina mu ema no enkonkosi ase ye ba bebo enkobo na ye de afa ensem hia bi eho the platform eno asugusu yi
Bi ase asomdwe ye. Bring me baby, Abwagana. Nakana beyo, eyo ifemeni waro. So bring me baby.
Okay, nti some Electoral Commission omedi tu dwane no ebi na afa yento asomfiri ho.
The Edikan no say Electoral Commission print extra 1 million ballot papers your staff we are de boa omampani a oti akonya so ye Nana Akufo-Addo the atosumi enu so say ntokwa violence esi wo collation centers Electoral Commission na ye na the atosumi ansan so say soldier military omo na influence ye ma ye declaration announcement of results and the atosu na no say election we na ye election bibini beka say ye ko anko ye kura but the Edikan 1 million ballot papers no commission akan papers anya de no kure yati ye na ye asefem ti we nyina ye system omampani dada Mahama wo ho evidence bi o ma ye hu na we ye de ye dwumadi ye di ye kura nya se na se o ka asasem we a anka ye tu abed dada ye nche se bibisa ekoso
Enti Dr. Bosman Asare ena wade sansem we say etu edwa my answer we so nka ho
Electoral Commission the can say a law and order in a society a police for asade and Electoral Commission asade the can say Ghana Police Service will be making allegations Electoral Commission for printing extra 1 million ballot papers a criminal there the say police for ya hweham na kwa omunye bibia obi ka say military na kwa influence my Electoral Commission ya sanyema we nyina a criminal into the can say a bunya say police for so some say BBC ekoso a empo so monte ya dia difference but some monte dia say mutu na mobi na Ghana for say ampa omampani dada onye obi oyo ordinary obi akeka ɔka asɛm a yɛbɛka sɛ we yɛde bɛhyɛ carpet ase ne akata so daabi
enti asɛm no ɔmo se electoral commission no ɔmo ɛnyɛ adwuma saa na ɔmo adwuma a ɔmo nyɛ ne saa ne sɛ in fact mamenkan bibi kakra wa ha nkyerɛw mamenkan bibi wa ha sei ɔse ladies and gentlemen, the former president has alleged that the military influenced the declaration and announcement of the election results. This is also false. It never happened. Nowhere did the military influence the declaration and announcement of results. It is untrue. The 2020 process were widely participatory. The media, local and international observers all participated in the elections. The results declared and announced at all polling stations and collation centers were a true reflection of the will of the people. The media and observers also picked their data right from the ground directly from the 38,622 polling stations and the collation centers, and the results were no different from what the EC declared. To buttress the fact that the results were a reflection of the will of the people, it is important. Why? For me, okay. I'll say the results declared and announced at all polling stations and collation centers were a true reflection of the will of the people. The media observers also picked their data right from the ground directly from the 30 so and so. To buttress the fact that the results were a reflection of the will of the people, it is important to indicate that all the major networks, Peace FM, and I say, Peace FM, Peace FM, ultimate, man try. What am I here?
Peace FM.
Aha. Now that's how was why.
Peace FM.
Sound.
Peace FM.
Okay, Peace FM no. Oh, ultimate take. David. Oh yes, Akra. Oh, number. UTV, Adom FM, and TV. Joy FM and TV. Kesmin, Sky, GBC, Atinka Media. Collated their own results, and it was the same as what the EC declared. These networks called the election for the president before the EC declared. The parallel voter tabulation employed by Codeo also confirmed the results declared by the EC. We call on the good people of Ghana to disregard this allegation of the military influencing the declaration and announcement of results as it is false and untrue. In the interest of our democracy, we call on the former president to provide evidence of where the military influenced the election. We've also noted that the former president has called the elections, the 2020 election, the worst elections. We refute the scoring. The good people of Ghana who experienced our process are the best judges. Their testimonies on social media demonstrated that Ghanaians were highly satisfied. Additionally, the 2020 elections have been hailed locally and globally as transparent, fair, credible, and inclusive. World over, scientific methods are used to measure the success or otherwise of elections. Internal and local observers who use scientific, internationally accepted methods to measure the quality of elections have confirmed that elections were present, transparent, credible, and highly successful. It is not a wonder that the internationally recognized EU International Observer Mission, which has a track record of election observations, scored 2020 elections 95%. And the issue on some kappa, on some kappa, omo can be so efa abanwa omo say ye team 1 million bi edigu mu ema omampani ekufu adono eno so easy ekasa edefa ho eno so ewa ha sei ene ensem ya eka ho eno na easy fo no sei omo de omo mpani to mpani no a asemu yi ba bi ewu mu a ne sei mampani dada na evidence ya owo no onfamra na ye nyina ya hwehwem enkonkosi ase na the all kind of kren yehu me on kind of kren so no yehu eno so na afi yehu the oyetrofo between omo electoral commission and na afi omanpenida da John Dramani Mahama ntia no ene ekoso yebeka wan sema nwumre but still dampare effect in town tizade uyo bibia no ayahwe yanya ne tiese ne police administration no so ene charismatic and Pentecostal churches no so shia na in fact me detective sergeant Isaac Koduro yanya invite them to Isaac and me akwa Koduro but ne apiki bi ni se meeting mo koko pse oye nkomsheni ahya wonkom ba roba hye nkomo a na asema si bewu ene ye ba chi ya ira ne ade na ande oye awbo dampare be frɛ and the way dampare be frɛ sesia in fact before dampare's appointment na oka security agencies say wo Ghana has na security services no nyane ni monyama ba fom pa na Ghana police service Ghana police service na soldier there or high maybe we soldier anka obeyi bi beti say immigration and idea Customs Division of Ghana Revenue Authority. So, nanka enkakra na eba sa na fire for be ban sana police aba. But they see ade police no kai omoda ye papa. Na me I have known Dampare for years. Na nyanwa said the bia na me ka Dampare ho asem. Me kai se biribi me ka Dampare ACP Ameni na Kodwo Asante ACP Kodwo Asante ho asem. He say as a good say ACP Kodwo Asante be Greater Accra operations director. Woman in every dance man. He say our director of operations wo Greater Accra. Kodwo Asante nya me nwanwa ACP Kodwo Asante me bo mudin ka say Kofo we a fine gentleman bi omo Ghana Police Service no a me minimum omo nyina ye menu anom mpanifo na minimum adwuma omo ye. And it was only a matter of time. Sankofo inya kwan a ombeye adwuma. Enti de dampi oye no me de enye me nwanwa. Na Dampare the real Dampare no munya hu no. Allah. The real Dampare no munya hu no. But mum ye nya no why? No nsiesi o manum kakra mai. Na social media so I come up. Oben count no kre. Everybody say 1 week kwa mi hu so ma roro mo hu da o. Oben shout out here by force. Hey, Dampare de asembe bu na asembe. Dampi. Aden. Me say, yen yo man esese nke ho chiri yen yo Ghana never. Ghana nyo man esese ho chiri yen because bibia nyame de man nipa esese e man di ye bia ye obi. Ye wo po. Ye wo nchene. Ye wo oil. Ye wo adwongo. Ye wo cocoa. Ye wo timber. Ye wo diamond. Ye wo bauxite. Eden. Dia ben pa. Eni ho chiri yen. At just a little touch of leadership. Erebo bibi. Enti e wo de sesi ano police no mutimi nko ba bia but wo ba bi na se unzo bi din samfun bi sa no ampacho wo hwe na e bobo utu amenkoye video bia na anya sa nipa no unza video no na straight ahwe ba hawo nti wo te ba bi na se unzo bi din samfun bi sa wo de video ha unza wo police station nyafa to Facebook no dey giant tag police service ko mo abehu ese social media mo ne ye ko papa police o my wa de se bibi no o de fato social media keke o de fato men ko create si do account no so ya Dampare be chew o de account na unim no a fato ho entro hwe nka o ne fato keke ade be chew ze statement number ba say o my action em say sana enyina ye hwe no yes o ye ni yi a beka cause police omo gina kwa mu de yeka ho asem de omo ye okwa mu ho ne ade nyina yeka ho asem but na numu ho me ko goso and am who said Dampare effect no say enye effect kito ho asem ne yeka ho me hwe nyina no ba bia me nim say police barrier ewo So ko go so a o tra Bruni ya Koko station no asane na ko Bruni ya to tra Bruni ya na o sane kakra bi pe wo se police barrier na ho anza kra no akọ wadada na akọ go na police barrier no na for some strange reasons na so bedu obi no na barrier na da ho obi anyira ho bia se utie ya bo se police ni ba ko na otedua na se no ho a but to from Mamin Quanta na wo Koko station ntem ho no on de nke hu pa o esi ho na police for na ko gina na na menti ase and I was a horror so na de ba ko mani ya yi ni say forest for no e wo barrier ho but maybe a police for na si akwa tena se si ano omne forest for no ntem no menye hwe se 20 meters ko bedu ombo ho pa o ombo ho pa yes forest for no do awia de na ma clear on police for na kwa na me say what is happening and I'm say wo de do barrier ho a hwe se camera bi si ho na camera no say no ma si asset no be a police for no tena no ehu wo mo ene hu operation mo ye ho nyina anti no omo mpe da mpare amane bia anti omo atu ho motu ampa esi awa wo de onim goso bia na mo amutie wa hafone ade nyina wo de odu goso ahwese barrier na wo ba bia wo free ho na wo kogo mu no obedu na police ni ho a obedu na police ni ho because camera ni si omo so pe hey we dey fellow across omo no bent ampa neto camera me say esi omo pam pe de omo tu ho de ache da mpare se fa camera no barrier na the opposite of the no fire anyway and so eye o man no mra adwuma wo mu a ebeboa and anwumre Dennis Miracle Abuaje former MC Ekwapem North and yehwe nim say Mohammed Kabori Mahmoud Kabori or so a member of the NDC's communication team oba be kan ho but Miracle e wo ha say Dennis Majo
Enya na wi aboko
na nkeye
na le na sisa
na sa hwe me
o say o no sa sa wa ka say be o twea me bedu ana ambushi be afi esa na mi hu dia menka
unim za dia meka me moa
sisi aro say ya dampare
no madam for no ti hwe me
say ya dampare wo town nti no unim bebia wuti land mine ni bebia land mine
tu kwa na ekefo
kwa na ekefo wa ha do kuti ebi nti andi be he kwa na medu ho
anything na sa hwe me because bia na dampare a che me
bia na no wa se mo kan che me be fre wa na be ya complete
ebi su kwa hu me na dampare a che me
say educate na say me hwe na wa che na me do me bo na minya asem a na on kan say baako kota baako ko ja no kota de che no zo go
ya asem dampare de asem beba
what is it there me dey say me mo
enye me won well for those of us who know dampare
exactly me from the very day dampare appointment by na me who say no the sanity beba you know and you know strangely also everybody is running around
you should you don't have any choice don't have a choice
because you see this is a man who has the balance between fairness or any straight application of the law. Say one for me, one for me.
Oh, simple.
You know, and the cyberspace, you know, crowd about how can I there. Any, in fact, never you know, cyberspace and any religious space, you know.
Hey, how do you?
Those are the two places that are
no good area.
A creative problems about. Say religious for the didn't say who na say na almost say spirituality there.
Yanko
court. Cyber no so obi te computer chi no din sem phone. Up to be bizarre we issue disclaimer. Say we anya me account. Obi na we clone me account in there.
Omo trust him hunu papa.
It's you know me I think say it's really good. Ebema ye social media space no. Sanity about you know obi anchana dream. But you say I dream with circumspection. You're making sure say I dream chelling no my ear no ehun so say me say me so enyume me answer me ba no me ma chairman dream when it comes to recruitment here omuye me inform mra ma tro in fact ma target Ghana police so I just say ma target omo say e kwan a Ghana police prison service immigration service fire services no call mo fast one dey yes body selection etwem tisinoma colloquial say dey kanomwa colonial way
kolo
ehunhia say nembre bibi akwa koduna na ya wo ebi am fan say 5000 applicants na o say 5000 applicants ni nyina emegyina wiem da kra na da mienu na fire body selection we nyina mental health issues health risk in fact completely unnecessary to the applicants. Me ma tag Ghana police. Ma catch them say, "What's police for you? You dey." Me bump I say, "Omo no." When it gets to their 10,
how they very low.
Best no mind. You see now, very simple. Oh, it be 10,000 applicants, and now the 100,000 applicants. Send a text message, mommy. Na catch me say, Dennis, bra, Echina Ebinada 26 October, 9 a.m. Said I'm going to say between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. Ebi ayen 200 and 300. So I just say another batch of 300 also receive text message say ombeba echina between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. almost somewhere 300. Said I'm going to say another batch also by Wednesday. Into so the 10 days can be a proper and better. Then say how is it possible say nipa be officers be 50 or 100 in Palmundro but no some 100 how is it possible some be screening applicants be 10,000 it's not possible but that's what they are doing to them and it's because that is the system and a practice from the past in fact every crowd they say omo dey no crowd e check we endurance level so to me today we abowa na say utumi survive here ebi mutumi be rom kofie ebi mutumi collapse nti say we collapse away from because there's someone to me untumi survive stress. Why would you do that? Now ade omo kra omo train no mawie no kra you don call war front no kra no omo mo sa harsh conditions say we betwa hwe enti mesre security services no moma yemfa human face kakra moma yema ade ne efficient kakra you see the way ade no mo ye no kra enti no ema some of us doubts the process
its credibility
because what happens is that nipa do does one to the extent say mo na mo check record bet me overwhelmed na fe de nipa no qualify kwa we in free because wabre and I share videos here at time and you fe there are more prudent systems are Ghana police immigration presence fire service between put in place normally I'm making sure say obia beba yes certificate verification and then break cry certificate momon scanning can application on we no ho na je data ni free
why can
now compare universities in Chrome, they have databases. You can check. A system algorithms and a system simple. Your friend is saying systems are made to be developing on the ISA no one. It's a body checker. My embranca crack. It's 20 days. Quite the bay. My embranca crack. Na me de me hu na eta. Me hu na me yem crash me. Say de nko oh na nkole ebim ko tran 1 am. Obi ko 1 am on toss almost about 1,500. Ono ko 1 am no. Oh, and then I'm telling you, say if there are some venues or maybe now in Sweden, be mutse venue as we speak.
In fact, me no ka say and go fire service for there. Omo omo ka de omo queues na ye be 8. Queue no ba ko sa be 8. As of a number 6 no na omo ntimi nduru ba bia enti say omo nko na che na omo san
bebre anko because okwa
omo no be edina
enti bebre bet na ona ntontoma we I mean why are we doing this e dey nko meant to be very honest with you inefficient completely unnecessary and for so be no so a sign of incompetence on the part of omo organizers ade no ade na enti dey nko enembre say o ba be yes queen na you see you should even know how many minutes you spend on an applicant. Now they know and multiply the number of applicants you can look at based on your human strength you can look at in a day. Now they not sending SMS no enti me ba minimum say me time 10:30 it is me do 10:35 me free but me do 10:30 and my me dey na me coffee. It is a me at 10:30 and when about 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. Maybe I say about 10:30. I'm about train me by I'm about no we must say no but this whole it's shambolic complete incompetence unim a system I inherited from the past. Now breaking away from it is where but we've made progress. Say we no longer go and queue yankonko queue to top form saying yes hard copy and you're making progress in that same vein I think say baby edu there yes me say Ghana police omo no munya your mo there doctor dampare be so be yaman yes no omo ye hu reforms any review of the process when it comes to side recruitment and hard
I see.
Make you say metumi atro we kra afa Ghana police ho ewo online na kire say omo kai say omo gage and I say bia omo see anu they're trying to prevent us from speaking our minds, but say obi afetuo no or de kire say ebimo niam omo yi kra say complete pornography online. So say obi to be fa na nanum say obi to be social media so call live no use vulgar raw words so the deal be atem free within atem
afan ho adi
I know what threaten no call you know cyberbullying no money me e me de mate say is here Ghana police omo wo officers omo take computer ti omo de be on na Twitter na Facebook anyway. I think that is the way to go. And then so mate say omo ne religious bodies here omo ka asembia to omo tirim. I think say almost someone fan of him. Say when you have vision of family home, me GD, I believe in prophecies. Me GD say a nembre krano, Yankopo da so eyi no matre asofo. Yankopo da so eyi ye ho nyoma etre asofo mo kache. But now say me to aso dem. Na say when you have vision say echina me wu a. Enwu hia say obeka gu microphone nim e wa so dem. Femina ka kire me. Because you see ye woni pabone for ho obi wo ho a opibi kraye unya kokaye na no wabesom na ode aba ba ye me enti me to say me ba so dem na me say wa hye nkoma for obi ho publicly want to pena me ko because we need to abeka fa me ho obi aso ho asem me to me bia me free
me so bi so me pese obi betem asem
me pese obi betem asem so I guess here
ade me chikura
no e na me dia me chikura ne say obi start abo no why say because me be me say my bibi
ka kire
so I guess here me say my bibi na me say my bibi me nyangu say hu say na man ke kape me ba sorry bi o frame na no me ka one on one and me to me confess kura akire so enti I think say asofo no ntie na sopem so for bia or be share sa useless and comment especially more ye be ko December yi unu say normally we be ko December omo
jumping over rolling over moving over this
omo days we omo yes I listen no o to be 2021 prophecies na de na nyankopon na de ono sa no de ni djuma 2021 prophecies na wa tro enti we no I think somewhere November first week in December na so for ni bebrebe 2022 prophecies wa hwe ni ya odi akopiem especially me no na ya ye kasa radio say there omo fire omo tie monitor ya no ma fire once no mo de ahyenkom
go ne oba hye no kwa
so I just say and I think that must be you know handled enti me I'm very very happy about Dr. Dampare performance so far and clearly a universal obiaji tum say the man is delivering. I am praying say on short gas every man is back and know it to me atwaso ayedo so atwaso say ya oh there will be civility obi abeche na adwo mo say abeche ya adwo kwampa so
na eno sa adwenkyere no so na be mo man na yeye no
very important very very important
me unim minim Dampare kakra minim na ache yeyi kakra na me ne ACP Odramani sabre no e Tesa no divisional commander me ne nya encounter bi na say na osi handle issue no any ade no because me the case be na call him who said no this guy there's something special about him and another case this one me they call Dansumai sabre na ACP Koja Asante and now obey Greater Accra operations commander no one na Dansumai divisional commander the way I made the asem no call ye na o take interest to asem no no asuma ne men to the extent that nipa na no ka asem no kire me no o ka asem no bia de kokko pie nsawam ni nyina ACP Koja Asante frɛ ni nua na won nsawam no ka kire ne say ni say ntimo check ha ma me ko hu conclusion am who said no this policeman there's something me be ka asem no say me enkanta sankofo yi na ade a me no mo ye ne kwan a mo fa so handle asem no these are men with integrity and the police are not ensure omu yi na dachi bi omu duru soro ho a ebe bo ma nimunyama ba police sabra make say na ba akoso te anafo fam ha ba bia ma wo police commander u TV about office ya be wi akronfo be wi
na le me ka boy about dem ka stabilize me tro
me ba ana me ba ka say no commander that's my work yet me nyi ade wonu je commander no tro letter brem boss onyi madi
so I dey
say me adena me de kwayo santini we mu ba bi twa no mpoa na me gu na ma sam so wadwuma na wo ye na nyefe ene ye ka kire wo enti dampare
wouldn't baby I may encounter dampare me MC you know we cap him not I think this should be somewhere 2018 tama me unsa na me head of municipal security council and I hear me I saw the day in there actually more edin do violence I don't know intano pe tutu to anope bi me wo ha na issue no escalate and a police form pin for bebre so mo some blue language session pie and I say very quick meeting instead they may I really didn't know him that much about him. My name is divisional, you know, me local music security couples. Na dampare beti mu. Na okanoma mienu pe. Okanoma mienu ni wie no. No say me nkasa biom. Enso ni nkokrom. Unim opake ne car ewo me office. O say mo me mfa car, mo me nanti krom. Because no pa na de na no ayehye. Ye nanti krom from me office wa call ahemfie nenim. Any police for this police team and ho no edi nkomo ye na assign 95 krom any assign bar office any etena say you know o my adwin miensa pe o ma sa adwin miensa no you know call since then menya issue no escalate and do some points of course because it was a security matter into me person me details
sure,
oh yeah any your kind but the intervention sa anopa no in the ma ekuapem north
ajoye
ahensem no even though the issues and the dispute was there no it could be a court and massa streets, you know, near violence, near street confrontations, you know, AJ. And I'll tell you a very interesting thing, the human part of him. Fitisada no quiet, you know. Every Sunday morning, or from me beside me say, Minya, they're saying,
bro.
Every Sunday, we said that went to your friend, go send him a text message. No, me say, bro, Onya, Minya, Eko ye, Bibia the D. He called me. And to the extent that even when I've left office as MC till now, there's no week between my IGP dampare for phone from me. Me say week I went to me and friend, no send me text message. It actually becomes to me say na papa nipa bebe ba uni momo. Any nipa bebe ba uni omu ye adwuma. How do you get the time and to be able to program yourself and to be able to pick a phone and call me? But it tells you the kind of person already. Oh yeah, and because of him. And then the guidance, and the son no manner obey on that particular day, any a coin of fast wa or stay in touch from that day, you know. Me to me manage such situation now, it's never escalated till today. And to that point there, me tell this over by IGP, me born, me cannot some people didn't understand. And it didn't even take a week. Also, take you 1 week in pool. Or take you off and take you 1 week in pool, and I are feeling the impact. And that is how Obi say they are dampare, you know. And I do wonder no nimno. The man doesn't do any other thing apart from work. Odi eduano no eduani odi na ye police ejuma na you know. And from what I have seen, me ni ejuma ye you know, experience me hu me nyawo na ejuma ye mu no kire say he wants to leave a legacy and make sure say obe fix system na he is part of no. It's maybe the anyway pen eba wo. Me see a bedroom baby no we obemu dia ebesi wo car kwan so traffic unim and then me coffee on na say me use motorway and I'm far Ajenga no Rollins area ho Kahaya side ho also there is a connecting road bia e far connecting motorway and then na mo me copy police for be 6 kra motorbikes 3 kra on mark do the ayente huni bi enye on typical dispatch motorbikes and so kra white ones bi I was shocked. The parker me say na dey see the mo tata also won ye boni bia obi tata. And if you like pay attention, these days they are all over the place.
Every intersection
they are all over the place, all over the place. Maybe I am very very happy about what is going on, and I think say you na cooperate need to me move your mind to where we all feel say we want it to get to.
Meda say Dennis Miracle Abuaje ena ote nenkano or former MC ewo Ekuapem North. Mahmoud Kabori a member NDC's communication team. Mahmoud Suso Ababe coming sawa. Many amajo.
Ojo sunana.
Now what is it?
I don't umpire ball. Every year can kakra.
Every year.
I'm saying now every year na Busian Yanti as a mode.
Oh,
Me am more for Nimpon. Zaya Busia Penny Precope. Say Penny Korai. What or Danny Benkum so. Tino from weekends and I've been seen that day. Busiano, I'm saying, I am Rekaka.
Oh,
but we are here to serve God and country.
Oh, Yamamu shedding. Yamamu shedding. Oh. Ebe, why?
Akra.
Okay. MT asomana mene Dennis Eka odibabe PSU you can say dampare effect the aba Ghana police. Is utumu say en Kenya BSc police adwuma no and ade na oye no so na nema ye nyina ha ye ndada ene yete ho obi antimi nye
Zalu
no na ba menim say opese ka akra fa ho a
well, my men that wants to know also Juma so amudi na NCT for Magic Brainy and JT no more share on all platforms. I think say Yura Dampare Maya na Obabe Basa IGP no. A movie no from where we sit now na you say Bukra na check the kind of person we ye said ye na ho famatie wo na dwuma ye ho ene ne ho keka ewo adwuma no a yedi ama no ne odosronko bi kura wo adwuma no mu no actually say we are on a path of restoration say sa lost values bi na enka ya tonso mu no nyame adom ye pekene kakra na ohwe a oba ye wodi nani akire niema be ye miensa so police visibility and timely communication and I think so trying to uphold the sanctity of the laws of the land. I don't see on say yeah Facebook live near share that ya to na IGP ensure road traffic and ajo IGP namha police phobi kita yankrama ya de search na namha police phone bi tip ponko so regulate traffic okuma say potem ni ade and Ghana hanom no oba about 78% of Ghanaians ewo social media. Enunti ni saa niema ni nyina no we live in social media. Kakra na omo fry na omo yaya ababone no omo ye criminals no. Omo feel threatened per omo intended activity omo pese omo ye. Because of feel say babia enye save for sebie so ne niema bone a wahyehyɛ senko be yeti o man no. Into the level of visibility now on Boka say I say almost another year meet UN police civilian ratio numpo because maintain me out befabiano ushia police ni me free ajenga no nebe almost every 100 meter be our to barricade police fujina wa omu inspect ya hunu say car ben na wutri onipa wotwi no wo ho kwan so otwi car na mpokwa woni hwan na nante e save ni de keka ho. It tells you how safe our society no we are getting the safest part of the society back. Enunti ye babo na baso na yamano pimko anim. I think say there is another angle I was say you take advantage of. Obi can say if one of the strongest musician Dampare to me the na to them na me ne wa ye free kwasi atai e free pele anasi ye free drop on so no o ye boni amra no mfanche wo kire said the law is above everybody and until na just yin ba boy ho na ye di mra no so yes we are taking advantage of the whole situation and they said yeah Ghana ni etimi hu se ni nua endi traffic regulation so or the car edi sebensem hu e kwan so abra traffic aso ne ade keka ho se Ghana ni na timi atwa sa ni nua Ghana ni no ama ne nam so ama MTTD omo airport ya chi abrante na adena trotro driver na police ni bi che kwan bone so no yentimi videos a police ni no fan koma Yura Dampare. It is going to be a two-way affair. Ye nua no mo munye police for munye security or mudi bone ye nim na ye information no. Let's help the police. kakra bi nso more service no mu omo mpese the motto of the service be prevail yes service with integrity no a omo aba be yes be nkateboni a afra nkatepa no yempa omo hontuma because when we all come together as a people and as any so ade hunu no ye nyina betumi achieve ye ne say dampare affair onu nipa baako a mpeni say baako fo nchire damfo anameboa correct entini ye moa no from where he has started no or the back or the every pa that is if we give the support to here politicians as usual especially ebeko election ebi mo bet try e bet twist the political powers and all that the oye no Ghana is save and you save ma only the ruling party. Ghana is save it is not safe for only the opposition party. Sounds na say bibi boni bi ACC wo man no mu a we ruling party we opposition party o e affect you because e bi a wona Land Cruiser mu na feel say police need to front we MP ana bibi feel the impact of some money bi e betumi asi wo man no mu say be wo ba wo ja yere ofie wo ja wo ma me ofie wo ja busuafo ofie say be account na ntu so account to anasa enu nti no yenhwe dampare na yenya na manenye na dwuma na enkoba sa notion bi na a war system. It's not even a notion, it's becoming a proven record. Say whenever there is a government in power, no, the IGP and the police service cannot be trusted. Yen tries a bit to break his analogy, no, with dampare na yen get a service back. On the issue of how are you recruiting Crawford to the security services, na who say you be discussing about employment.
Sure.
But just the mood, no, too bad. Because sabi obi anywhere we chiri for asempa kodo brabeji adwuma de nke ya na sa. Na adwuma na chire no na san kwakoye oyade kwakoye kukuhwi ase kwakoye nsempia nsemfata in the 21st century. Debi. Hwe mamema just one way I able to solve the situation with now. Honorable can say a bit to myself, yes, we can solve it. Nipado was saying that every year we graduating from all tertiary institutions, tens of thousands. One university, KNUST in Kwa, this year I'm told about 23,000 people are graduating. KNUST in Kwa. But we have a robust system where national service at Timia Mount wa. Yasaye online booking appointment will be a verification. You be book your amount. But this date you are supposed to come. What book this time? And then I convenient by me. Ebi kra na ye from mranche call go so voter ready na Kumasi. Ebi anek will be yare da yare mpaso. I will also apply be. This one meeting that timeline now it means say apahun. It should be flexible and it should be recent, it should be caring, it should be modern. Now enkoba say yes solving problem no. Now we try to create another problem again. Because obi be di line no mu na ekoye hwe se na ni pedwa na Okumazi Sports Stadium there. It is not only worrying say we have to look at unemployment again. It is also worrying say ya hwe ya ba be ye sintidua etia o man no cause obi we ka say na me kura ma bre me nko pa adwuma biem ene omo tena omo me nya bi nya no ye betu omo so sa esa no enko ye kwampa so ba na sa nso a na sa ye peaceful nature ye beacon of peace in your sub region no ye affected ye ma ye nko ho I think say ye na ye a ye ma ye nyina
Mate, Enya Mahmoud, the Kabori, or no, a member of the NDC's communication team. Good evening, the Cardinal. Dampare will not short gas now. Kudos to you and your panel this evening. Stay blessed, Abawa, Ewa Radio, United Kingdom. And no do it, Ebaye. Olanya Nakwetia says, Dr. Ekufu Dampare's move so far have become the best police in Africa and beyond. But my problem now is the bribery taking by the low ranked officers. How can he curb it? Bajoana Dennis Kain, Kabore Kain. Menu me na send obi di Benz, ejina fa kuncha no ho ayetimi twa na video record no. Sa wo te trot room, na wo te taxi mu a, ebia wo ti achire ho no driver police ni na wa friend driver na or the license na ko anim ho no wo sutwa o de mese video no o de fato Facebook o en ha ho tag police kro mo abehu o de fato o keke o mo abehwe no ma ye ho adwuma Farouk Intama says kudos to the EC. Okay, right. Yendu EC assembly to say sia kra enti odi twen yababa ho na de ohobia so ye de eno atoa so. Kudos to Dr. Akufu Dampare. He's been so far fantastic, and I'm sure under his watch Ghana ebe na samba kwa mekae ebrebi bra ban we say no I think first me sign LPT na obi ti say you can say Edwin Nilante Van der Poel, Minister of Youth and Sports. Obi am penasem pa ni mene na hia cotes bi di djuma bi wo hono mo pen but enye no ntira me penasem because me feel say yen football na ye no mafias no doso dodo na o hwe kwasi nyanta chitiwe kwasi Mugabe na ene mo yese nwunra ebi se de keto kura kusu bai wasati ye oro kwa de tan kwa che kwasi nyanta chidie so but ese kwa yi wo ho no senka enye dai na bai Van der Poel ni late da bai nke bia Black Stars ene omo winning bonus $15,000 USD na ono da bai no se no mente sa de no so oti ho no ono Edwin late Van der Poel na se no ultimate fa Ghana national team enkobo ball ema me kanjere say ya ama miska no we ubetimi ade Ghana team akwa abruja ko ball friendly there there obeba one ne betranse obehu scale wom opran mboko now no ya the Black Meteors akọ Japan as one akọ bobe 3 friendly matches o 16 goals o share 1 and omba ya here for yourself nyame ni be kanjere say kapre kra ya nya bi tinanka me hwe say obi o ya adwuma papa saa no enka ban sesan ye ne maintain no on to aso ni sha kokro ko se na metini me maka cho ma bene kufa do se wo adwuma wo ye no eye ye maintain no ahwen book ma hwen ni fa kakras nana ya bedding and am say na bedding and o say se nipa no ono ankasa wo pepa krasa ban foforo ba no de be na ya the party for be ka se oye betrayal enti no ho no kra no e ma no ena the party for na chukwa new party no aba no so supporters be ka say na ne eden na tie party mu ye nya obia na we na osan kwa akofa na ba me kan de ba be we Dampare asema ye kan so say se bibia ansesa na ba bia papa ikui say ya na okona Dampare years e wona fa 2024 na ye mfa ne say e bia MPP ni obium na sa ban foforo kra ba na ye ni je adwuma na all ye no ho a Dampare should be maintained.
Wait a minute, room kaka. But you see, Dampare you be a, and then say CBP cry ni atwana abana dream werinia. He will be one of the IGP and now one of the officers of state. I be diama any new government to touch.
Where sure?
Upe no kre upe omen here yo. Now pen and conquer. You see, people like this, we don't touch them. Sabi Ghana no ye chichere manyoku you what I say. And Obian him say Ufa Sports Ministry, that's a political appointment. But security services there purely security a year and no based on and of course Dampare archives mo. Abrana Yura Mills a mampani. Now when any two I see Dampare ya. So it means that Abaya pencil he has served and I never serve me, which I know is possible. Say 2025, the NDC is mounting and I say forming the next government. Say ya buying and I'm not buying here now. Say if Dampare is able to keep this pace, now I'm buying now. Say for some political expediency, you know. You're changing now. I believe I have people who thinks like me, thousands of people in my party. And me not sure. Say penibia e crowd say said ye Ewura Dampare asha no or talk or so sa or babesano. Mamenye example. Ye wo Abam who was in charge of IT of Senate. Brian Champo. Brian Abitivi MP. he was in charge of the whole data, national data, Senate data center, more or less like an IT coordinator. But no MPP ni. Now I call even parliamentary contest was whom I won winning. So on Penegu for Dubai, who was the special prosecutor? A former running mate to an NDC presidential candidate in 2004. And what didn't buy. And I believe, sir, yes, we have this normal practice of winners takes all and all that. But in few exceptional cases, you know, and Dampare is one person, like I've said. Say once a son not said the washers, you know, or talkers of which I believe say he won't change for anything unless of course say the MMD can party politics yeah the baby would know na SMP. So once a son, it will be difficult. In fact, even the people of this country will rise against such a person. Because or run any survey on social media. Now so pay one person Ghana for nene won bujidi pa when we are Dampare will carry the day. It tells you the level of trust. And you know, media me bompire said they wash us here no on we pa and nobody will be able to touch him. Mpenize we in here say we when met it and with this over so.
Let's hope so, sir. Politicians, monso mobati asiasa na moja nipa or moya juma with integrity. Ama monso so aye juma. Having said that, Mamenka say ene John Boadu, MPP General Secretary, ene ne birthday. Uncle JB, yamao trinkwa team platform yamao happy birthday. Onyankopon nhyira na de wo ye bia so enye ye. San so ena Honorable Frank Ano Dompre, Whip 1, Majority Chief Whip, and Frank Ano Dompre, so birthday. Honorable Frank Ano Dompre, also so Yamao, happy birthday. AUCC SRC, SRC Women Commissioner, Edianimu, check your bumps for lamps. Hey, ready? AUCC, check your bumps for lamps. Okay. A free breast screening and our Airbus to 27th. Say 27th day that bang. Ochinachi. Wednesday Ochinachi. 27th 12 o'clock pepe ewo AUCC forecourt. When they said Discovery House one no. Forecourt AUCC. China echi ukuyada ebenti. Oya disheni na wo AUCC a. SRC Women Commissioner say nkanchira mu say ukuyada mu nyina mo meye free breast screening. AUCC no mam kan kakra wa na ja ho na me soso me koye nti na me kan na me soso me de hwa me ho. Now Dennis my yansha se wa ha say enkomo aye die bi ne sa adwuma yi a service for die ni ade aye ken ye hu sa afia 2024 abebe jobs baby I say ni hu ba bi a jobs na fa na am for struggle for job. Maybe I say na ama apathy kese aba any ade ayam famfa bi ne service dey a wo kan ho sesi any ade. Where are the jobs? The teaming youth are almost we school body ade be gu abonten a how do we absorb them? E be anything.
Madam, me that say na me fa very warm happy birthday Emma, your General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Mr. John Boadu. Me be me come asem say enye MPP pe ene Ghana ha so we pay leading politicians now or a bridge between the young and the old. Wakudem mu our experience pa John Boadu. Na ohe bibi okofa party free and run out or youth organizer, be organizer. At some point or be acting secretary of the party. Na utimi boy na or the party ni bar power. Na obey general secretary of the party. No sanso leader no the party ni bar power no. Me bona baso kese pa na me hye Nyankopon insha emano. Se ena wodi na wodi Nyankopon insha no. No man nyansa kese ene adwen kese ni wa man bi dada no man ni bi nka ho. Na onfamboa na party no yentimi fan break it no. Na yentumi fan to anyuma pa yedi ewo ema oman Ghana no so.
There was a form of JB
100%. And they say me I mean say ode to can say senior
Nsenie.
the tone senior now her. It's without doubt. Say senior breakfast here PC break it now.
4 more for John Boy.
100%. You know, or no any nipa obey to me a jina yenim na yene biggest opponent the NDC apemso na edi omochi akafem. He has the experience that is needed to break the 8. On say breaking the 8 no a venture bia so far a political issue will be enya bida. And see if you want to go into such a venture when you be onim kwan nim. And I'm saying well palace we say follow who no road. You see nya obi a onim kwan nim dada. Now otibe boane prapra kwan nim. I mean this is somebody who is tried and tested. Why you be paying? And see maybe there I have absolute no doubt in my mind. I mean by all means words about that. And see Uncle JB yamao awdapa the exchange yankopon shaba ene kwantent ene nyansa prekope na fa boy na fa the party on fa nko yenim because 18 the APC breaking. Now as for the jobs issues, I think it's a very straightforward matter to the extent say omayno ye betumi edum pempe so ye beka say your clarity in terms of a branch awako school and the onco school and the wenya skills be a call be fast one so be productive no so to me bibi da kofia ade ba ko pe na ese nyina to me de ni ehwe private sector na ye de ni ehwe ko ye be fast so ye be industrialize your mind e hope na be to me nyuma na ma the tens of thousands of graduates or more graduates and hope in fact say we hwe amaya we wiase nyina omunjina no. It is a private sector that will be able to create jobs for the youth. And see a person quite before so able to me at the level that issue now. I see a share a quanya abaya abenyina no or more faso stimulate the private sector no more drive the industrialization agenda no need to me the nyuma no ama ye mrantie no. I mean it's a issue where I'm maybe a situation like we are having with the security services near the same. Maybe I don't think that there's a connection between the ECOWAS with the recruitment process and the unemployment issue. Now, the process is shambolic. Process near sheer incompetence. Say nipa 500 crowd they apply a crowd. This is not the way they should go about it. So what did I make an answer? If you go to even the Western world, you still have tens of thousands of people applying for the security services, even though there are other alternative jobs for them. It will be under your pay. We have a country of 30 million people. Mati said 30 million, no? Mrantie crowd the doors more. And see, you should expect, say, semi-final say Mrantie crowd 50% crowd, now youth 50% crowd. It's about 15 million. And you should expect, say, 15 million is a year advert, say, security service. At least a mobile 200,000 crowd. I'm interested in the security. I think it's a reasonable number. The process is shambolic and they must fix that. MPP, first manifesto the Barbemu, a agenda for jobs. And we're very clear about that. We met a very difficult situation where at some point in Numa Crown, now your brain say, you may farm rant here. But me, I don't like to dwell on that because I still insist to say public sector cannot deal with our unemployment situation. And Ministry of Finance catch and say, and I'm just about 650,000 to 700,000 when it comes to government payroll. As at 1992 or 93, I think we're a little over 200,000. And she said between 90s in 2021, we have been able to add just 400,000. Then it should tell you, say, that is not the solution. We see numbers here, if universities are churning out, one university churning out almost about 7,000, 8,000 graduates in a year.
Well, that's 26,000.
23.
Per academic year, that will not be possible. I know that will not be possible. Per academic year, that's not it. I mean, maybe he's talking about the entire university population.
No. Entire university population
is almost 90,000.
They are now around 90,000.
87,000.
On distance,
so
sandwich.
So if one university is churning out close to 30,000 graduates, multiply universities about, and then I'm saying private universities about, Enti no say me the madwin bubu kra na say we are churning out close to about 100,000. In fact, it's possible because see the initial second cycle migration now we are looking about 70 to 80,000, graduates. All the polytechnics, you know, the teacher for nurses from there's some automatic, entry into employment for them. Of course, these days, sometimes magnet delay, but it's cut out for them. But close to 60 to 70,000 and they are on mobile system. Are buying to be informal. It's not possible. There's nowhere in the world that buying Kwana. And I'm making to say me pay you my Pabe. So I tell them say, how many people can I invest a year away to say you never be say ministry. And him saying 3 years. So I just say and see you be cry and pay. We want to work with the private sector. It's how to stimulate the private sector is what is critical. You buy, you introduce short-term, medium-term, and long-term policies. One of the short-term policies I introduced here, it was this NABCO way, and they say the people should just go and gather experience, and then once they are in there, they venture into careers that they are interested in. That's another the topic for another day. But the biggest part was the industrialization drive, and for me, that is the reason why MPP PPC breaking it, because our industrialization agenda na yafano and no pay in a bit to be solve your unemployment situation na you woman and say yeka as we speak the number of a friend is saying companies are and I say the number of factories are the now done are buying a facility across the country in excess of about 278 and out of these 278 almost about 108 of them juma pretty 108 fa nipa over 150,000 unemployed people juma. So the question you should ask yourself quickly is 108 after 150,000, so multiply 108 by 2, that's 216. Still it is less than the number of companies that are being developed under the 1D1F. And he said if we're able to bring the entire over 270 factories, up to streamer, and no unemployed people in this country about 500,000. Fact. This is pure fact, and these are companies that do not have legs to walk away. But I'll break down. Oko half original, your 5. Oko Ashanti regional, your 22 omo juma ene yo 29 yeguswa yesi ene yo 3 no no afi no mototo ho enkrata no mabe de o ma chance ayo mo juma okobunu Easter yo 6 omuguswa omusi ena 4 in the pipeline okobunu regional 6 in operation 11 under construction 2 and so in the pipeline. I can give you on and on. Eastern region yo 19 of such your friend is saying companies are almost in operation already. 14 under construction and 2 and so a year in the pipeline. I have the list here, and our list in open me me the list of all the companies and their locations, across the country. My point is that say and if we have this hard fact data, actually say 108 industries, factories. It to me have nipa 150,000. Now about 270 and under the programmer. Let us see to me this 270 up on streamer. That is going to give us in excess of about 400 to 500,000 jobs. That means that if we're able to push this program further and increase the number of companies and the number of factories, you multiply 270 by 2. And now you be close to about 1 million unemployed people for us. That for me is a practical solution to our unemployment situation. And at the end of the day, your other programs also. For example, sir, your friend is saying Ghana Entrepreneurial Authority former NBSSI. They are supporting a lot of SMEs, a lot of small scale, your friend is saying, industries, a lot of small businesses with funds. And I say they were doing about $25,000 to or close to $40,000 supporting this kind of small businesses. Oh yeah, young person. now to me start supporting now starting business to me for nipa by 5 nipa by 6. So if we have about 100 young people going into some of these if anything businesses with support from government are buying ASCCR through the Ghana Employment Agency now, it means that sa nipa by 100 oman fakra no be no fa nipa by 600 800 so be akra for 6. Some companies you know they are also going to have other ancillary businesses with other businesses. So what I say, maybe say I have some companies. The companies that I run, I have suppliers. Some suppliers also are owned companies also are owned by others. Almost nipa. It's the more we able to support small businesses through some of these programs, you know, the quicker we're able to solve employment situation. I try to be unemotional about such discussion because you can't deal with the unemployment situation with emotions. A hard fact, concrete programs. And I'm happy that Ministry of Finance Ababeka said, listen, moving forward, you know, going into 2022, your budget next month, you know, is going to focus on entrepreneurship. What it basically means, and they say, sad mrantia ne maba bebreya e wa ye ni adwuma ye no. As is ye hu be for application nko no. We're supposed to shift your focus, you know, from dropping CVs and looking for jobs to rather coming up with ideas supported by government and setting up our businesses. Because I mean, setting up company back one, and I'm going to employ at least 5 to 10 people. And some also almost many and the more we engage young people through some of these government support, you know, the more people we able to get off the unemployment basket and into active, if anything, productive work towards the development of this country.
Answer me call Kaboris no. Ade ba kwa na me bisa all the time. Me bisa so ni say. Yen youth na ya ba ne so no. Dennis, so ka tell say opa adwuma bisa ne yie. Say adwuma ben ne dien na wo pe. Because who ti wo what me arise ya ba be MC. Okay? Say bia ye hwe adwuma bi e na wo ye. Asa na wadi ni a. Me meti me call fom kodo. You can do me kokodoi and I'm tiano. Me come so sick and dopa. Okay. But Babylon Free University and I be a diploma chronic kuta no there bano. O man adwuma se bia ye betua no ka bia 700 800. Obaka say onye. Onye. And ya adwuma ye if you adwuma ka obaka no upper office. Upper baby of water. Inte hono so no. Yamma yamrante no so madwene no. Enko hono so yie. Say
ni nyina ka aban yasudie no ho.
Okay.
It's part of the mind shift.
Okay.
Discussion they say heavy, and that's why me about a week ago Honorable Kanuforiata this issue about up na manage ho no. Because see, na entrepreneurship is developed. Yen fan wo obi obeka say na yen fan wo it is developed. There are I was in China some years back. I think this should be 2007 or 2008. I was in China. Omo program bi. Omo friend Youth Business China. Shoulder action. They put a lot of young people together and then they develop a chain of business, a business line.
Value chain.
Yes, and see, ABR, we will be a radio station. They make sure, say, every young person or part of the Youth Business China or ton A4 people, no. We radio station, no. A4 people be able to be out of from our group, no. You buy the water from one of the members of the Youth Business China.
Okay.
Microphone, open microphone. There's somebody within the group or not on microphone. Open carpenter, there's somebody, you know, that sort of thing.
Okay.
And I don't know what happens. What happens is that Obia are connected to one business or the other in the group. It is a deliberate strategy in developing the mindset of the people, of the young persons, you know, shift their mindset towards entrepreneurship. Because for a very long time, we have been trained in this country like robots. Go to school, graduate, apply for a job, and then you start working. Obeka you do baby no. Na system na kwa to say, uko school, u ya kwa national service. U ya national service a u pe baby a u ya service we ya be fawo. So kaya. Edu baby no bia person call bank because now na banks no is probably up. And you know, we had more bank or there we service we ya be fawo. That is how our minds were tuned. And to me, I was very happy when the finance minister brought up that issue when he met the graduates from UPS and said, listen, we need to begin to think and speak entrepreneurship because that is the only way between dealing with the unemployment situation. And the government has a responsibility. We have a responsibility to ensure, say, we begin to shape the minds of our young people towards entrepreneurship. Say, wouldn't say Uncle Phoebe or my mom ton watch a moose casting. A friend is saying a lot of the people we think are rich.
Why not?
Watch it. Be a midiwo. Agboba wo baby. Maame no. Ne men nyina enyom hotom. Watch it not on. But I am sure, say, like you're saying, a lot of young people can son cotton watch it and are watching it. But watch it can be sold and sold well. It will be a big business. Now say me person body me junction so pay. There's a watch brand be on my junction. A big business. In fact, I say another idea one will be a trim. You know, there are people who are selling kinky. There are people who are selling charcoal in this country. And they are doing big business out of charcoal. There are people who are selling ginger. Yonkophobia mo jene nkwano ton. But udim yam dambai omoko. Udim say yonkophobia ushia na oyisike ni twom. Baba ye no coffee dambai bankra beton. It is the mindset of the young people that we need to shift. Now that government has shown commitment, and this is the data. The data doesn't lie. Government has shown commitment towards industrialization and has shown commitment towards youth development when it comes to entrepreneurship. National Entrepreneurial and Innovation Program here binding by he supported thousands of young people with seed money to be able to go into businesses. And they are employing people. Me over my constituency, I will be tropical growers. Only 2 young people they develop produce vegetables using the hydroponics technology. So I just here. And I supported them with money to put up their greenhouse. And they are doing very well. And they are employing people. And they are feeding the country. And they are making money. Government initiative. But like you're saying, a lot of us young people, our minds are not tuned towards that. And a lot of them call security service who could be someone Rebecca say, oh, and now police they said they call your pension, no you pay every month, no pay baby. But we need to shift the mindset of the people. Baby, is there something that you can do? If there's something you can do, go online, read the news, check from government agencies, and you find them to me access Sika. It is there. No, it is there. It is there. There are so many opportunities in this country. But mysteries be for home, any propaganda be for home, but people are benefiting. Baby, I'm eternal. And you be a obi who produces sachet water na, and now almost this sachet water bano, almost fat track. Every about 50 kilometers and some beton sachet water. What can I do? Can I get a small machine? How much does it cost? Okay, this is my business plan. And within the system, make me raise sika. Abai say, Ghana Entrepreneur Agency ho. Abai say, National Entrepreneurial Innovation Program ho. Abai say, Ghana Obatapa Cares no. And the programs about supporting entrepreneurs. Be open-minded. Put your ideas together. Put your plans together. Put yourselves together, and then approach your friend and saying the system for this kind of support. People are doing it. And it's possible for all of us. I know say Miki Obeka say, "Na way I'm okay na politicians nkwa." Let's disabuse our minds of these things. Let's be a bit more open-minded. Need make effort. The system is there. The government is a private sector-oriented government. Asili coffee in my municipality. Oba I say Charlie, maybe say we produce coffee. E kwa mbena me faso cocoa board unu so mo no answer no memo alliances no me man letter me man cover letter at an letter so the cocoa board odi cocoa board the chia up and now today is producing coffee and exporting coffee. Unim say now nam traffic we say bi mu ton coffee omoni cocoa kin for a joint venture and they are selling it. It's producing a cropon. Me as MC me making sure say a lot of our farmers will go into coffee production. Yeah, mom free coffee seedlings. Yeah, support towards Asili coffee no. And to be no can say farmers ni be dua coffee na manenia. Asili coffee, eto coffee ni free omo. Now why then na what process say that is how government partners with private sector to create jobs. And that is what we are doing. Any government that tells you say, oh, me munyuma and a crime me so me munyuma say, oh, police for me fa bebre, me finance for bebre, that person is not ready to solve the unemployment situation because there is no government in the world we're fixing the unemployment situation through public sector employment alone. Of course, of course. We are still employing people in the public sector. And I mean, okay, say, finance ministry, I say, my clearance, say over 1,000 agric students should be employed in the agric ministry to support. So what you say, teacher for you far more than any other government. Next for you far more than any other government. Police you far more than any other government, and so many other institutions. But I am of the view say the true solution to unemployment. Any the another for the year me over 108 factories are in active production, employing 150,000. We have close to in excess of about 130 more factories are under construction. So if this one should also come upstream, imagine the number of factories. Friend is saying people are better, and these are within the district. But districts be a member factory or amount. Oh, the upper but district be a member factory. The end one make a choice be no about the but district needing. I'll mention the factory there for you. The list is here. The name of the factory, the district, the location. Some districts have multiple. Some regions have more. Greater Accra, Central. So Central Accra about 19. A friend is saying Greater Accra, Accra almost about saying 37 plus 41. Is saying about 78 factories.
37, 78.
Say 78 factories. So I just say,
in which region?
Greater Accra. And the list is here. I can mention all the 78 to you. It is here and their locations, so that you can go and check and verify. It's all here. So I just here. And me, when I come and sit on radio, the last thing I say, make a BB na cartoon from me back on the facts. And you know, you can mention the district. I'll mention the factory for you, and then be a phone line. I should say it's here for not tell you say the factory is there. And this for me is how I think I will be able to fix the unemployment situation. I encourage government to continue stimulating private sector for us to double the numbers under the 1D1F, double the numbers under NEIP, double the numbers under the Ghana Entrepreneur Agency, and double the numbers under the Obatampa Packers. So they be able to bring a lot more young people going into businesses. No one so funny panibi near reducing your unemployment situation.
Mate, Medase, Dennis Miracle Abuaje, and Ote Nenkano, Mahmoud Kabore, so I was a Kabore, Machawamitio.
That's I think that me the free be a million this year, no. One district, one factory, and so me try to find the correlation between 78 as against about 31 or 38 districts in Greater Accra.
It means that others have more.
The challenge with the policy and its implementation, no, and a big headache to Ghanaians this year. Na yɛhwɛ ɔman no, can we solve unemployment situation? Answer na say aye. Na mmom no gye sɛ yɛdi kan first of all ɛnya pɛpa sɛ ɛyɛ problem a yɛn nyinaa yɛba on board to solve. Anyɛ saa tem biara na ba bɛyɛ the political rhetorics, ba bɛyɛ as a political competition. Now, at the end of the day, no, you ain't your benefits be a film. In fact, me nua Miracle name the party there. O share one ideology cry when you so the form one party na say one any ku ankura dwuma die ho pa. I don't think I was a brave o menya kwanya say o mo be small man no. Say o ma ho den entimi nya bibia kura ankura dwuma die. Na ade ba kwa we say ko mutumi gina brane na won bo mo ho ban e wa akwanya say nyina so. First of all, we in Central ni Ghana ha de de oni mu na bia we yafunu musumi ensa. Ade ben na asintia oman mu say yes financial house bi ti pa no. That is the best solution and say e be kwa kutu sa bank no. In fact, amaman pia ye ko kra ne kwaje grants ne loan ni ade no enye one institutions na energy na omona so said ye hu no enenti in my opinion enka mokra de nyame ya adomo amomo ni so de hu no asamanyokuo ne se mbabo ama nkurankura gina na so no obi yade a sebi ye mona ba ye mono wo mafu e yaduro ene ye de ma no na yesa na yade Minua Miracle, Nana Danko Kufado, Dr. Mahmoud Bamiani MPP. They needed less than 15 million Ghana cedis to save the financial sector. But I didn't ever hear. They spent over 22 million Ghana cedis to collapse the sector. And they, catch them say Unibank, Carbank, when, no more affected, no. Maybe I knew we are not making my kind of thing. akasi ye de omu nyina ba under one umbrella ni atu ne din say ebi oye Consolidated Bank Ghana say na Unibank nipa ya apem bank afoforo aka so ebi awa hansia ne ade a how do you employ all of them? The invariably no wo a wo ba be ye nhira amaye no wo ba be ye no me because one timi and save una wasan agu adwuma. Number 1. Number 2, on my piano, the 4th realm and our 4th arm of government, you know, the media. It's a frame of the apostles of democracy. Abrebia, what do one saka media no? Can you say what one saka will be tables where for about 4 years in here, when we are no sister station, a woman, you to two. We change the more about now, no, na. That's a sa. Anna mutu no betimi aboa me rectifier. We didn't need 4 years of rendering someone unemployed. We media nesi was our form of money 1. O mani pam anu aduane abo mo no another. Nti e baba yete wo a wanya bi ama wase. Na ase wose atwa wo ho ebo no kro no. So the attitude of the Ghanaian politician no, especially it has intensified. Don't remind me my person who businesses baby. Na nipa betimi a draw clear conclusion say we there a MPP ni na wa bi adwuma we. But for the sake of Ghana, they triumph. One mu efri adumu ye den. Ekwa adumu bi mutimi fefa nipa ni ade. Why should it be said? Obeya de na we leave more room for suspicion ni enka say oh Unibank ye de ezaka ndi kwabna dofo ye ndi sinia nti ene ye ne sa oh ya hu se pa kwesi ya ye powerful do pa kwesi ndum ye powerful enu nti no all GN Bank branches say oh my God am ndi odu a krado ededa no si ye ne sa tembia ba be to say ye de kenten si ho na ye adwen say ye konsu amada ye ma because udi begumu a ebenwunagu wow di bi begum no wadi kan yi bi efremu true su no wo ban wana mutu bi na wo say wo secret bi emoye ijaya about check employment. Secondly, one district, one factory. Fantastic idea. But implementation, no, a populist and is not getting the needed resource. Yes, a district be a one factory. Yeah, the buy a tree casa and masane patch. A benya for the Jumo Mansin Biam. A chance some Mansin where you are buying any sweaty who say, what day if you did Juma by day? Ever bahono. Cheya day ye dear barrier. Yes, I be flat on Tumaka say, oh, no, be cry a chinchivia waha. It is kind of crab as soon as near the one before and say, Yenny a day, sir, if you did Juma buy it, one district, one factory. A banner, sir, who political promise I'll make you and you have achieved your aim. But nominally, problem now, person will solve in society now, here unemployment, you have done virtually nothing. Here, 2016, me free Ashanti region, specifically Central Front Place, Droboso. 2016, a promise was made to us. Say area hono ade a do kese pa ya bro. Enti na na do nya kwanya ogina simpi so be my factory a ye di process ya bro. Ye bi be ye fly ye be package na kama. Aburo na ni kura no mo se yetimi de ye fertilizer ene ehon tete no. Ti ye be sa my fertilizer factory ni de keka. 2019 ye ba be se akoto aba. And ye say Maro factory ye nua factory a some 30 years ago na ba yo. Ye buro factory ni de eja ho asem ka. And a Maro factory now, the employment base has not increased by virtue of say when they support to be a command and now for support to man. And to my one district, one factory. And see, how many people have you created job through Serbia so or populist agenda now we you know? Because Maro, as we know, no, nipe no other many for secular communities there. We share when you Nanamboa. And you met me crash oh me kwana na ya via akosra and e krokesi em na bi abofroka ultimi ni obi secular community obi ani obi ya adwuma. The people who were there are the same people or more in pokra covid the buy lay be off. So a dear benefit pana sa $100,000 bi a wo se wo de ma ankura adwumayefo no abeboa to solve the problem I can want asam na ye unemployment. It is not solving the problem. It's immediate me feel say let's be realistic with the people and the issues. Not CAC factory a. CAC factory here oko bupe a. Don't mind ma peso o si ade be friend bupe share that factory. Today both direct and indirect, it is employing about 2,700 people. Bupe share that factory. Oko bupe ho no mo a si factory be a friend bupe cement factory. Oko wa it is employing thousands of Ghanaians. Oba Elmina fishing processing plant. Eche say Elmina no eye ensuom dwuma no mo ye. Enu ntia wo si factory a one ye be save waste. Two se ngwakrafo na be ko nsuo so na mranche ne be so me ko nsuo so a wo si ye mfidi dwuma bi a mranche no so betima wura ho akwakwa ye dwuma nya omo livelihood. Enu nti Elmina fishing processing plant. Enu si Elmina. And at the end of the day, both direct and indirect, it is created hundreds of jobs. And that is how Ubetini follow sa industrialization drive, and they are solving unemployment situation. But South will be $50,000. Yes, it's a milestone, but it is not targeted at solving the intended problem. And yet germane to our survival, unemployment. Whenever I say this, me try to kind of crucify me or what. Me in Kasa as say be me opposition party na me say about be policy. The truth is that stop gap measures are from 92 and a youth in afforestation and a youth employment agency and a one and there is NAPCO senior every month a NAPCO personnel is taking 700 Ghana cedis 10 years. You see our contract of 2 years, that is about 24 months. 700 by 24 months, now they multiply 100,000 NAPCO personnel, it gives you about 1.7 billion Ghana cedis. That's about $280 million. So $280 million, say idea will pursue a genuine and proper industrialization driver. Just like Bupe China factory, now costs about $9.5 million. Ubetimi see about 30 local industries serving the local needs. Never using the local raw materials that we have already but now a solve the issue now. So in a matter of 2 years, you have been able to build a well-functioning 30 factories. So 30 factories, say my employment say they will pay at 2,800 now. You are multiplying 2,800 by 30. And this is not a stopgap measure. The people who will be employed there, say yes or no one could pursue any future higher career. Obey your Juma Hoko Pims or Beko pension. Kuyanino woman temo say be a bunch in your donor can see one potemwa. Ye factory and no Buami had done it, yes, Sankra Manchinani. And I don't know. It is not about just employment or mine will be making a lot through foreign exchange. Because here be here add value to our raw materials and we will start focusing on exportation. So this is the breakthrough. I thought that Obia nimsa didn't fufu never see a catchiano because of political expediency. You say number 4.
And the last
we
point.
Need
that should be your last point.
That is second but last. Just in a minute, I'll wrap it up.
Okay.
We need to create that enabling environment now. Me, self-trained university, I be my corner seven cosas ally now, and then man from Nantia Kosan or Baba Yarano. Nemboma will go into the world of entrepreneurship. But as it stands now, Mabunu be slow because bank Hokran, what is the lending rate? Interest that's on Kwakra won't mean as Mabunu. Secondly, so we are go into the business of importation. What is the city to the dollar? It doesn't make sense as a youth. So person go into a business where you use any petroleum product. What is the fuel prices as we speak? And environment na wo say does not encourage a starter to even think of say me ko fa busuan sika bi akɔhye business bi mu ana me ko bank ene wo ko bank na no wanya san wa ya to say ye de me ko tum amoma asumasi na hwɛ me ba na ni minua because you go to jail you cannot succeed. So it is not just about saying it on our lips. Entrepreneur. First of all, let's create the enabling environment now. Ebema minim ubisa senior miracles this year. Also all companies. Taxes alone, he will tell you how much he's paying. Now, start a bit as our taxes. It is not limited to ABA President Kufuor Apeso, but ABA in some few years ago, no. Fuel prices successive government and this government. Let our focus be on creating that enabling environment. Lastly, in every developing economy, there is that link between infrastructure improvement and job creation. In every developing economy. And today, said the finance minister can say our payroll is few. The road is almost at the end for people seeking job in the government sector in the home. I don't believe so. I believe, sir, I was seeing a robust industrialization drive. Senior, come to think of it, all the e-blocks were I can't read my name for Nibico Kana and I don't know money as some serious high e-blocks in now. And your teacher say, I train no more Ghana honey before Mama Coach Radi. Because we need teachers from Bogota and Azerbaijan. It is the Ghanaian youth who are training or say, when we are teacher for woman, you do on the Come to think of it. Ashanti region, I'm Free Bay, Sewa Regional Hospital, Afari Military Hospital, Formina, Kumewu, Konongo, and all the hospitals I can remember. Say, nay, really be a one. It's in your mama 1 year, man. I moment that yes, a doctor for less for the baby.
Mr. Just 2 questions.
Yes.
Kumawu Government Hospital, yes, I see time.
Kumawu Government Hospital, yes, I see somewhere late. If I say late May, any Carterswold.
May
2014, 2013, any Carterswold. And now, I buy yen twas Wojuma. And now, buy what is went to me, and I buy for Fraba. And I try and fear na confuse and I doesn't see room and I him for near him my woe area home. I bet than service serial callers every day they are in the media begging for completion. Senior, yeah, they a jawa near their swallow.
Okay.
Me and a Mahama person, you see me go to Kumawu Hospital. And me one timeline man you saw. I was such a home. 2, in terms of baby asika de ma me na wo se me adwuma no kodruma nura I was say a friend man bebu nkonta 3 adwuma na e de share me sana nkasa na the nitty-gritty of it na wo se me tumi chirechire. That is why we gave the power to these people. And you know want to be in me Kabori and me Kumawu adwuma and whoever was in charge of Kumawu that's what say let's go and ask the question about Sikano we here and then when we are then I said 2 million dia mani pa no fa so amaso. Because we didn't give the power to you to just come and complain.
Okay.
To solve because near few say
on my good maybe that's the
yes,
same way.
Mpacho Debbie.
Okay, baby, but me who say more politicians here over the period. More run say ya near the 2 years mobile from Kumasi Accra Highway. I have president for chassis. Do I carry your for chassis?
Yeah.
I will eat Amazama a and some day to actually was for 8 years NDC 2 Everton Kunyasono. Then I'm was that one.
You see, sometimes most of the projects now you can was a bit of a faces. For instance, the energy compact in the US are by the energy compact in US are by no, I'm talking about the your friend saying compatre issue at PDS Burma US.
But say a continuation of the
compact 2. Yeah, compact 2 na san yetimi compact 3 no. But then come to think of it. PDS say born in here. Oh, me back. I'm making a point. US are buying. Are they continuing with it? And it Bronino on one to say African What is the kind of man? Sequoia Juma way. Now, one man face, Ebia, free nequazi, there was a could do her. Ukwada no upper home. Sikana been ho. A Juman went to me and yet. Do you so? The Aka not also.
So back to my question.
So it is about Selma Penny for project. We have to go back and get details of what was entailed in the whole project. Sene faces are because I know. Said your cancer when we did. Oh yeah, bypass no. Edit to a children. Okon ukodu nkokwa no so yeah. Edit to a children. So I know say it was a faces project. Now then see yentia subsequent phases no. Then we have to get documents available.
Maybe some specific question.
And I'm just saying, kita sa document now. I bet you say, obi na phone face inti, and as I sikana mabim because I know se sikano honko dia. Why not? I'm a penny go for Dubai. Why me for manusio?
Meba pacho meba. What's that? Me question be so be out in nam. Affordable housing. Kofo started affordable housing. Men kind. Kofo affordable housing na ba ko tema. Ba ko asokorema mpon Kumasi. Omo ye ya akoko duru ba bia necessary e boso de nua gusu nyina na kofo gya ho no ko na mobile. Mobile affordable housing mo antimi anwie ba akompo na mo ko but yete ha. Mo kokojis ka South Africa STS Korea deal. More they are so about form of police administration as a Guma. More than you go even Guma or Babesi housing deal am I. Meanwhile, let's say scan more day ban get me book for the and so. Moanye. You see? Meba tobo. Mo free ho mo ja affordable housing ho. E ko si Saglemi. Saglemi na aka ho asisi a ababe yeso asem no. Oh, me can say to say and then more in this opposition man why about housing project. Of course, Saban share Juma ba kwase na Saban for roba. Me ma drum na sem wie. Na sana mo bɛhye foforo ase a mo ahye ase mo ka about agenda 111 any ade nyina but me pesa wo te ase se mo nye different from MPP in terms of continuing projects initiated by the previous government.
Omo ya west.
Yeah, NDC.
Omo ya west.
NDC best. So pese aban adwuma
mama kufu adwuma mama affordable housing.
Mama kufu adwuma mienu N1 enye kufu na chase. Da Mills are buying every N1. Ye invite Kufu, me American, no Mrantiaka, a Kufu V. So, man, massa invitation. No, we hydroelectric power station, it will be. No, my penny Kufu na Jazi. NDC, John Dramani, Mahama, Professor Mills, a baby ye. Ye found penny Kufu the no coho, my penny quatina drum, my real singing, who say, Papa and Yan is no, and about to fruition.
Fruition.
That be our
about into fruition.
And then once there be our and who fancy be our was a be a day. I can't so say Oman Peniku for projects Obi Bunanigus make a choice say Sreba ti yevon moi Abdul Jensen so se project no facing N1 it was still with this energy compact seeker US Amaya the account Mahama Mills administration poster na ye papanti etini qualify ya even compatriot ye de so ye so ene sebe nhihya ye boninti compact for ye ka ho ye free mu even 190 million ye was say second and money ya so it is not like it is not like say they are the same. I will not sit here and justify say e bin see that say aban bia ba na ndisi aban bia ba pay na project bin see but me say e hon krata asemba na faces no e ya de a problem bia ni hu to say o mama problem about PDS yi hu a then we can have an intellectual discourse but say yenyanka because minimum what went into affordable housing
Mati mami
my confused I'm sure say
America mama hu me time na so it mema 2 minutes
oh now 2 minutes oh what am I for
to was it
now they for me
America
and then what on FM buy
me offer say ama afi okọ Miss Malaika so me offer say ama ekọ Miss Malaika enti more money sa reality shows no ho no me pa cho obo star 711 star 80 hasha ama no candidate code 25 obo star 711 star 80 hasha ni code ni 25 mo support me offer say no wate na onko Miss Malaika no nkonkodu ba bia nyame pese oduru madam ase next week me ba bebesa ateme nka ho me na kan bacho mama 2 minutes
my confused all the questions ne pempem no na afi ototo papa so jump afi de o si oye mi nu bi nti eche say na ye de e ba project na e beto ye no e de ye bi meanwhile you made a statement if you had not questioned him and Kodwane say na MPP are buying 2 projects but they no put them in front of you. There are so many projects from Kofo 2008 and this is by 8 years one year any aba be so many of them oko Kwabenya oko Wa Hospital oko Nsukwa oko Tepa oko Tamale. There are so many of them ameka say me bobo mi wie e shase Kofo time 2008 one year. But let me go to the main issue on the employment. You see NDC for me are confident tricksters no so mo kasana say one tire waso no ntie ne yembre bi on be dada wo na ne obisa ho say nsem o ote ha okay omo solution ne dey me ka your solution every factory say ye de aba ne nyuma afa. What is their solution? He couldn't mention a single of what they are proposing so mo ba on be rather no and omo buy na NDC for people for no omo buy na bank ye gu no na ne answer e ba na banks ne gu me I was saving in GN Bank. So me kwase me koyi misika me to be call 4 days in a row misika ne nyama me 4 days ko nyama me o ma me kakra even to the extent say uko GM Bank na uko yi 1000 Ghana cedis ko bet me twa on kwa be 3 days as on ma 200 Ghana cedis in this country banks ni guye yesika kwa wo mo kwa deposit sika kwa muntu bi fa maye MPP aban na aba na aba betu asa deposit sika na wo and then this for mo tira mbeka sa about banks egu ni say MPP aba egu help na ne yaw unim say before the 80s and 90s as an NDC ebeba on my way abedi on my way nim no na Ghana ha almost about 300 companies on him sir omugu ni nyina minim say okay diversity implementation committee sir embrano that law collapsed over 300 companies. Why didn't they save those companies? You are here telling us about banks are egu depositors sika kra banks ni nyama mo ayaba be saving depositors sika ayabon ba yetu omoka mo you collapsed over 300 companies owned by the states in this country, the NDC, and they have the guts to come and question a government that has saved the private sector. Mugu Ghana nyuma okanya mse meboa. In fact nyuma ni bebre wa mo ton ma mo ho. You sold some of them to yourselves. Sorry, converting factories, into churches. Mobile between 2012 and 2017. What was your agenda to create jobs? And I'll just wrap up with it here. 2012, NDC for Eba Bemu, page 66 to 70 of their manifesto. I'm gonna say an average GDP growth rate in excess of 8% has contributed to the creation of jobs in all sectors of the economy. In addition to this, specific targeted job creation interventions have been undertaken, and these have included Eco Brigade project. Eco Brigade, you are here lambasting NAPCO, such dishonest political party. Okay, Eco Brigade. Okay, Better Ghana Management Services. Okay. Okay, yes, Nick. Okay, let's them. Okay, sir. Okay, no, remember. Okay, portfolio pattern. And then, Mami for rapid, and then Consawum. Okay, Aztec. Aztec has been revived under the 1D1F, employing people in Nsawum. Under the 1D1F. Okay, Dako Farms. It was collapsed. The man approached the government under 1D1F as we speak. Dako Farms is operating and employing people. You introduce youth in porthole pattern. You have the guts to question NAPCO?
I have the guts to call it a night. Thank you. That was it.
William, well, I think
we'll have another okay, Unim. Then is Unim. The other say, my manager is a good group. Next week, Nyame Adama, Momi and Momentum, mobile near Babeka industrialization and a youth employment. Me pacho, and I'll be here. I'll be glad to do it.
Companies he said NDC has collapsed.
They collapsed
300
companies. 300 companies in this country. Do we have a deal? Under the DIC, I will stop whatever I have to do.
Well, I'm praying.
What back on my way to every company is 300. Mahmoud Kabore, member of the NDC's communication team. Dennis Miracle Abuaje, former MC Equiapema North. Omo, and I'm Omudi Jumana. You're from Nanaya Kesu, with me, I'm from the Cardinal. Isaac Odro, Patricia Sefa Fisher, Emmanuel Etiemo Gobe, Prince Bafwa Samuel Apia, Elizabeth Ejin, and Omo Eshishe, Namidi Honchiame, Yame Yaduma Ukiada, Yabasan Atwasum Noso, Eradiasum Due, and Kamunina Makrama.